Ciao friends, it's Liz from Simple Italian Cooking, and I'm so glad you're here because I got one of the easiest pasta recipes you could ever make that tastes absolutely great. It's pasta with breadcrumbs, and I learned this recipe from my Sicilian mother-in-law, Nina, and it is definitely a southern dish. It's very, very simple, and it's a great alternative to when you're craving pasta, but you don't want to use maybe a tomato sauce or you just want something different. This is definitely it. So I'm going to go over the ingredients and then we're going to go ahead and get started. It's a quick recipe, should not take us long at all. And so first thing I want to talk about is the pasta. So typically I've always done this with long pasta in the past, either angel hair, spaghetti, bucatini, something like that. But today I'm doing something new I have not done before, so I'm really hoping this turns out. But I'm using these really cool pasta shapes that I actually saw at Walmart from a brand that's made in Italy. It's called Better Goods. I've never tried them before, so I'm really hoping that they actually taste good. But they're really cool. It's called Trompetti. And these Trompettis are called Trompettis because they look like little trumpets. So you can just like, it's really cute. And so obviously I don't know if they're going to lose their shape or what's going to happen after I boil them, but they're really cute and they're thin. They're not real thick like a spiral, like a macaroni or something like that, or a penne. And so I think that with the texture, that's going to go really well with the breadcrumb texture. I'm going to talk about the breadcrumbs and how to do it. It's so easy. So I'm going to go ahead. I already have the water boiling. I'm going to add that. So let's go ahead and start with the first ingredients. The next ingredient is the garlic. So we're going to saute the garlic in some olive oil. And then beyond that, all you need are some breadcrumbs. You can use store-bought. I have my own. I make my own breadcrumbs. Very, very easy to do it. And I just simply take some leftover Italian bread or baguettes, whatever we may have on hand. And then I put it through a blender and create the breadcrumbs there. And then what I do is when I need them, I can toast them, bake them, or whatever. So I just and then I pulse it. I use my Ninja bullet, magic bullet thing to pulse it to the size that I want. If I want real fine or if I want larger panko. So mine's actually kind of a mix right here. So we have that going. That's going to take about 12 minutes. So in the meantime, so I'm adding the olive oil. I'm going to add a bit of olive oil there because I want to make sure that I am really browning and cooking up the breadcrumbs. So I'm going to turn this on. This is my induction burner that I like to use. So the garlic, I am going to go rather fine. Just going to kind of like, I'm not going to mince it. Just a small diced. I like that garlic flavor, and I think for a dish like this, you want that because we don't really have to even use cheese in it. This really is kind of like the recipes that, kind of like a poor man's recipe, but I think a low medium heat is good. So I definitely don't want this to burn. Definitely getting fragrant. So at this point, I'm going to go ahead and add my breadcrumbs to the pan. And I'm using a little less than a quarter. I'm sorry. I'm using about 3/4 of a cup of breadcrumbs. Now, I'm just doing enough pasta for my husband and I to have lunch. But you can double it to suit your needs. So you're going to see here, let me move this out of the way. That the breadcrumb absorbs the olive oil really fast. And that's okay. That's normal. That's what's supposed to happen. And basically what we're going to do is toast the breadcrumbs over the pan instead of in the oven. So I'm just going to let this cook. It's going to take for about 8 minutes for me at this heat to till when it really starts burning. and you want it to be a dark brown, but not burnt. And so you really have to keep an eye on it, because once it burns, it's not going to taste good. You don't even have to add cheese to it, okay, at the end. You can add some salt and pepper if you want, and some red pepper flakes. I'm going to add a dash of those to my dish after I serve it. So that's something that you might want to have on the table if you're serving it to a bunch of people or to your family, because not everybody will want that. Okay, and I'm just going to give it a dash of black pepper. I'm going to hold off on the salt. So if you like Italian cooking and you like easy recipes, please make sure to subscribe and like the video and check that bell for the notifications so that you get notified when I come out with more recipes like this. And I do a variety of recipes. You can also join my newsletter. I send out recipes every week. And so you can definitely, sign up for that. And I got a lot of great free stuff, different free little mini ebooks. I have a free pasta mini cookbook, and one for salads, one for soups. So, check all that out. It's free. So, sign up and get it. Make sure to give it a stir every once in a while so that, all the breadcrumbs will get equally toasted. Okay, so my trompetti are done. They're ready. So I'm going to go ahead and drain them using my handy dandy pasta strainer, which I love. Very easy to do. I have a whole video on it if you're like, this seems a little gimmicky to me, but believe it or not, we actually use it like all the time. So one thing with these trompetti, they really did expand in size. So hopefully I have enough breadcrumbs. Because this is not the same quantity that I use on my website. So if you want it like for 4 people, larger serving, go check out my website for those measurements. Because I'm not doing the whole recipe. And these are definitely, oh yes, turning that nice brown, just past golden brown. And this is where you really have to keep an eye on it. And if you have to transfer it out fast, then do it, Put it on another plate so it'll cool right away, and then we'll mix it all together. One thing to remember when cooking recipes that are not saucy, always reserve a little bit of the pasta water and just set it off to the side, because if the pasta itself gets too dry and it starts sticking together, you want to add a little bit of that starchy water in there, and that will just help, because if you're using just regular water, then what happens is it might dilute it a little bit with the flavor. So when you use the pasta water, you have that taste of the pasta in there. So, all right, so this is just about done. So I'm actually going to put this in a separate bowl here. Beautiful, deep, reddish brown. Okay, perfect. I just did that because I don't want it to burn. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and add the pasta. So the pasta might, stick to the bottom a little bit, but that's okay. And we're just going to add that in. Just like that. You know how when you have, I don't know how like your mac and cheese when you had growing up, but like I love the mac and cheese where you bake it and it has the breadcrumbs on top and it's nice and crunchy and crispy. Imagine your pasta like that, where every bite has a little bit of that crunch. It's so delicious. And this is why, like, don't be shy with the garlic in the beginning, because that's going to really help add flavor. All right, this is looking good. Let's go ahead and take a taste test. And let's see here. And it's funny, these little trumpets, they really did expand quite a bit. So they're so fun. I've never seen these before. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this is gonna make a great lunch. I love it. And the trompetti, perfect. Perfect texture. They're not too thick, they're not too thin. I love this. This is really good. I'm talking like, I'm surprised. I've had this before, but I just never had it with the with this type of pasta. I've always done long pasta. All right, let's add a little bit of pepper on here. I really like pepper. Really like the red chili pepper flakes in here. I like it better than the cheese. So, okay. Well, that's how easy it is. I hope you learned something new. I hope you try the recipe. And let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you made any changes to make it your own. Did you add any herbs? Did you add anything else? Did you do seasoned breadcrumbs? Did you make your own breadcrumbs? Did you, use it more pepper? Let me know. Let me know what you think, and have fun with it. So thanks again for watching. Make sure to hit like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for watching. Grazie. Ciao.